Hello, Digital Literacy Tier 1 class. I'm glad that you're here. This video is going to discuss how to get into your Gmail and how to pay attention to what your instructor sends you. Let's start off by going into Google Chrome. Google Chrome is this wheel down here in the bottom in your taskbar at the bottom of your screen. When you see that wheel, you can click on it, and that opens up your internet browser, Google Chrome. If you're using Gmail, it is recommended that you use Google Chrome because Google Chrome belongs to, or the other way around, Gmail belongs to Google Chrome. When you open up Google Chrome, if you do not go directly to your Google homepage right here, then what you can do, because sometimes you'll end up, say, for instance, in another website, kind of like Santa Ana College website. You can go up to the address bar, which is up here on the top, and you can click there. When you click there once, right in the address that was there, it will highlight it blue. Then you can type google.com in there in the address bar and tap enter on your keyboard, and it will take you to Google, where you will see up on the right top, you will see Gmail, images, you'll see a waffle menu, and you'll see sign in. Sign in is if you want to use Google services or sign into the browser, which allows you to use all their apps. Well, you click on it and then you sign in that way using your Gmail address. But for now, I'm just going to go to Gmail because we're discussing Gmail. So right over here, you'll notice that you have the link for Gmail. So I'm going to click on that. If you're not logged in, it's going to ask you to find your account and log in. So I'm going to use the login account that is here, the Raphael Sack Instructor. And of course, I have to use my password. My password is Go Lakers, you're number one forever. And I just kidding. And I put it in there, and it takes me to my Gmail inbox. So the inbox, Gmail inbox here, as you can see, is showing me here that the inbox is highlighted. So it's telling me that I'm looking in my mailbox here where everything comes in. And I could look at my emails. Of course, you have the person who sends you the email right over here, and then you have the subject right over here. So the example we're going to use is this email on the top. You'll notice that this email looks like it has a few icons of PDF in here, which is a file, and also another one, which is PowerPoint, right? It's another file. And then over here, you can see that it has one more file. Okay, but I'm not going to click on here to start downloading because I usually like to read the email. So I go to the subject. This subject right here where it says Digital Literacy T1, how to download attachments. That means that's the subject. Okay, and the reason you can tell it's a subject is because they're all lined up in this column here. All these emails are bold, right? You'll see that the subject is bold. That means that they haven't been read. But if you scroll down, and you'll see other emails that do not have bold in their subject heading. So that means that they have been read. But over here, I go to the subject or anywhere in my email here, but I don't click on these icons here. I'm going to click on the subject here right above them. When I do that, the email opens up and I can read it. I like to read it because I like to know what those attachments are, because if it doesn't say what those attachments are, it could be a virus. It could be someone sending you some malicious spyware. So you have to be prepared for that. Okay, so if you go in here, you'll notice that it's from me. And I sent this email to a few people, which is me, and me. So here I left you a message. So this part right here is the message right here. Okay, so let's read it. It says, I have attached class material in this email. It is right below in the pictures with an arrow icon in them. So the pictures that I'm talking about are these down here. They're basically thumbnails of the attachments or the files that I attached to this email. And if I mouse over them or hover over them, you'll notice that every time I do, you get that little arrow. You see that? It's an icon with an arrow, and that's to download that. So whenever your instructor tells you this right over here, I have attached class material in this email. It is right below in the pictures with an arrow icon in them. I'm talking about attachments. Right here it says attachments. Okay, and they're usually towards the bottom of that email message. Okay, so in order for you to download one of them, all you need to do is go over to one of them and go over and click on the download arrow, which is this one right here, if you can see. When I click, you'll notice that down over here, you saw the file download, and you can access it there. If you click right there where I'm at now, what will happen, it will open it automatically. Another thing that you can do, which I like to do, is I like to go to this arrow here. It's a list arrow. Gives you another menu, and it lists different options. And I like to go to show in folder. Show in folder will allow me to see the file that I just downloaded in the downloads folder. You see that? And how do I know that's a downloads folder? Well, in the address bar of this window, that means this window that popped up right now, it tells you there that I'm looking inside of a folder called downloads, which is on my computer, as you can see over here. Downloads is the folder where this was downloaded, right? Year 1, lesson 1, that's what I clicked on, so it's there. To open it, all I need to do now is to click on it. Okay, if I want to move it somewhere else, this is what I do. I go to it, I right click, just like I am right here. Then I go down to cut. And I can click on cut because it's going to remove it from that folder. I could copy it and leave it in that folder, but for right now, I'm using cut to remove it from that folder, and I'm going to paste it in a different folder. And we have talked in class about creating a folder on the desktop. So if you look over here, it says desktop right there, you see it? Then I click on desktop, then I go over and I look for the folder that I created for my digital literacy class. If it's in here somewhere, if you do not have one, if you do not have a folder on your desktop called digital literacy, then you can create one. So where do I create one? I go up here to this folder. I click on new folder right up here. Automatically a folder will appear, and as soon as I start typing, since down here it says new folder, I could replace new folder with whatever I type. So I'm going to type digital literacy in this case, right? And then I'm going to tap enter. That will make me a folder. It will create a folder that is named digital literacy. I could open that folder by double clicking. I'm still down here in the bottom. I double click it and it's empty. Remember a little while ago I cut the file that I downloaded from the download folders. So now I'm just going to go over here and I'm looking inside of the digital literacy folder, and I know that because in the address bar, remember this is the address bar. Every window has an address bar and it's right here. And it's telling me that I'm going to paste this file in digital literacy. Okay, and that's the name of that folder. So I go to paste right over here. And when I click on paste, you'll notice that Year 1, Lesson 1 PDF is now there, right? That's what I downloaded. So that's how you download from your email. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you that in the downloads folder, if you look here, you see downloads here. You also will see downloads down here. These are recent folders that you visited, which are the same folders as these. So don't get confused. Just click on the one that you want. It's the same thing anyways. So if I go to downloads folder, you'll notice that the one I just downloaded a little while ago, it's not there anymore because I cut it. And now it's back in the desktop. So if I click over here on desktop, see that? Then you'll see that the folder that you named digital literacy is in there. If I open that up, you'll notice that Tier 1 Lesson 1 PDF is in there. Exactly where I downloaded, exactly where I put it from the download. Okay? All right, so let's look at the email again. I'm going to go ahead and close this window. And to close it, I click on the X. And look at this over here. It says, I inserted this link for our class tonight. So whenever you see anything that talks about a link, that means you have to click on wherever the text is blue like this. And whenever you move your mouse over anything and you see a hand with a finger, hopefully that finger, then you'll be able to click on it and it takes you somewhere. Like for instance, this one over here, it says, I have also inserted this link for a video that you can watch. Right? So in this case, I would just click on this link. Same thing. These are links. So whenever you see that in the message of your Gmail, you can click on those links. Whenever I talk about links, okay? Whenever I talk about attachments, you can click on the thumbnails of the attachments or the files and then click on the plus to download. And when you click on there, it goes down into the Chrome window. At the bottom of the Chrome window, you'll see it there. Okay, but that's it. So remember, when you see a link, click on it and it will take you to another page or another part of the internet that will allow you to view or connect into another website. Okay, in this case, this one will connect to your Zoom class, and this one will connect to a video on YouTube. Thank you guys.